So what we're kind of looking at, I want you to make some additions to your formula chart. So the additions I want you to make are on the area section. Okay, I had some kids that had some problems with coming up with a shape, so I'm going to draw a few of the shapes for you, and I want you to draw them on there. So a triangle can look a couple of different ways, okay? It can look like just a regular triangle, okay? Takes off. Sorry, it touches things. Okay, it's just a rectangle on its side. It's just like a lean. Oh my gosh, that's so crooked. I don't know what happened. But it's just kind of a rectangle on its side. It's just leaning a little bit left or right, whichever way. And we had a hard time seeing one of the parallelograms on that 7-3, so I want you to make sure you understand it. Okay, and then we just have a normal square where all the sides are the same. Okay, so that formula, base times height, works for all this. It also works for a rhombus if you needed a rhombus. A trapezoid, it can be seen in a couple of different forms too. So you can have your normal form like this, where it's like an isosceles where two of the sides are matching. Okay, you can also have one with a right angle in it. Trapezoid can also look like that. Does that make sense? So don't be caught up in how it has to look a specific way every time. It's not always going to be the same. It could have a variety. And then, of course, our circle. Man, I drew so much better last period. Okay. Now, what we did, I asked you to add the other day to your formula chart was semicircle. So I'm going to go ahead and write semicircle down here. And the formula is going to be pi r squared divided by 2. And that's just a half circle. And we're going to need it today, and we're going to actually need a fourth too. Okay? Man, I'm not going to be the art teacher for sure today. Okay? So I just want you to add those so you have them just for some visual kind of take in right there. Okay, I know all of y'all don't have a highlighter, but if you have a highlighter, I'd prefer you get it out real quick. We're going to look at this review. We're going to highlight and we're going to talk about some things, okay? So it's probably going to take a little bit longer. We're not going to do the problems. You're going to do the problems in a minute, but we're going to talk about the problems. Okay, so look at number 1. It says Mabry painted a circle on the sidewalk with a radius of 6 feet. What is the area of the circle she painted? Okay, important words here. She painted a circle with a radius of 6 feet. What is the area of the circle? Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw her painted circle. I'm going to draw her circle. I'm going to label the radius. Okay, what are we trying to find here? Area. So we're going to look at our area formula on our chart. We're going to use our chart, okay? Because a lot of times you try to get circumference and area mixed up and you'll write the wrong formula down and they'll have the circumference answer on the test and you'll be like, oh, I got the right answer. And no, you didn't because you used the wrong formula. So the area formula for a circle is pi r squared. Okay, so that's the one we would use on that. Number 2. A dump truck has a diameter of 3 feet. What is the circumference of the dump truck tire? Okay, so we're still dealing with circles. We're dealing with diameter and circumference. They're asking us for circumference. So if we look at our chart, I'm going to label the diameter. Okay, we go back to our chart. What does it tell us? It tells us, is there only one formula in the formula chart or 2? 2. Okay, there's pi d or 2 pi r. So which one would we use here?
Pi d.
Pi d, because they gave us the diameter. Okay, so we use that formula. Number 3. A circular ice cream cake has a diameter of 10 inches. Wyatt and his 3 friends evenly divided the cake into 4 quarter sections. What is the area of each quarter circle? Okay, so we didn't put that formula on our formula chart, but I am going to highlight this because that's important. We need to label that. They divide it into 4 quarter sections. What is the area of each quarter section? Okay, so based on our facts, we know that we have a circle that has a diameter of 10. We're wanting just a quarter section, right? Okay, how do we find that formula? Well, we didn't write that on our formula chart, okay? But I knew a semi means divide by 2, so what are we gonna divide by to get a quarter? 4. Okay, so take the logic out of each one, write what's important. Number 4. Lindy has a circular blanket with a radius of 8 yards. If she folds the blanket in half to create a semicircle, what's the area of the semicircle? Okay, well, I'm going to have a semicircle. Okay, what do I know? I have a radius of 8 yards. You good with that? Okay, we have a semicircle formula. Go ahead and write it. Okay, from your formula chart. We wrote it on there. Okay, number 5. The city of New York discovered a hole in the middle of the street with a radius of 5 feet. What is the approximate area of the board that will be needed to completely cover this hole? Sorry, I can't read today, guys. Okay, so a hole in the middle of the street with a radius of 5 feet. What is the approximate area of the board that will be needed to completely cover? So we're looking for area of a circle, right? A hole, which is going to be a circle, okay? So we're dealing with a circle. We have a radius. Did it tell us it was a circle? No, I mean, it didn't. It told us it had a radius. Okay, well, if it has a radius, then it's what? A circle. Okay, so right there, and then we're looking for the area, which is pi r squared. Okay. Number 6. PVC pipe comes in different sizes. Okay, PVC pipe is that round white pipe. Okay, and so a common size to use for irrigation has a 3-inch diameter. So we're still talking about circles. A farmer needs to cap the end of the irrigation pipe. In order to do so, he must find the circumference of the pipe. What is the approximate circumference of his 3-inch diameter pipe? Okay, I'm going to draw a circle. I'm going to label the diameter. Okay, and then I'm going to say, okay, what formula do I need to find the circumference? Okay, number 7. Zach's rotating sprinkler waters his lawn up to a radius of 9 feet. What is the maximum area of square feet that the lawn of lawn Zach can expect for 2 sprinklers? So we're looking for area of 2 sprinklers, sorry. So we have a radius of 9 feet. So this is the first sprinkler. Okay, so what do we have to do? How do we solve this one? What formula are we going to use?
Oh, it can be a diameter.
Pi r squared. No, we're still looking at area. We're looking for how much area does it cover. Now, this is the key right here. So when we find the area of 1 covers, what do we do with it? Times it by 2. Okay.